everyone, it's me Jen from EmJustLikeYou, and today I'm going to be showing you my recent drugstore haul. And these are mostly just like beauty items, but I thought it would be really fun if I would actually try them out in front of you. So that is why I have my eye makeup on, but I have no foundation on, no brows on, and I look kind of unfinished. So this is just basically my first impression on these products. The first item that I got from CVS is the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Cleansing Water. And this is very similar to the Bioderma, I've heard, but the Bioderma one is a little bit more expensive and it's a little bit harder to buy. Like, I always have to buy it online. But this one was available at CVS and they said it's very similar. So I'm going to actually use that to just remove any fallouts that I may have, as well as some concealer that I've applied. I had to apply a little bit of concealer just because I smoked out the bottom lash line, and it's just a little hard to do it without concealer on the bottom. So I'm just gonna wipe away. So what this cleansing water is supposed to do is that it helps remove makeup without any oil or any harsh chemicals. And you can use it to remove any trace makeup. And what I like best is exactly what I'm using it for right now, which is removing any type of fallouts or anything like that. But then you're still being able to put on makeup like over it, because there's no oily base to it, that it doesn't really affect the makeup that you apply on top. It really dries pretty quickly compared to the Bioderma, and it doesn't leave any residue. Like, it feels like my skin. Well, that's good. And there isn't really a smell to it. And I can definitely see how it does cater to sensitive skin, because my skin feels like there was actually nothing on it. There isn't any residue. I do notice that the Bioderma one does have a little bit of a more scented, and after you apply it, you can still smell it. And it doesn't dry as fast. Alright, so next I'm going to be using a primer. It's actually not a primer, but Nikki Tutorials have actually broken the internet by telling us about this product. This is a men's Postshave Balm. And a lot of makeup artists now use it for as a primer. So I went to CVS and I bought this, but then afterwards I was at Walmart trying to buy other things, and I saw this for a lot cheaper. Plus they have a different formula. This one is the new formula with no drying alcohol. So that's why I actually switched out and bought this one instead of the one at CVS, because I didn't want to use something that has alcohol, because that would really sting the face, especially if you do exfoliate your face. So let's just see how this is. Oh wow, the packaging is really nice. It's actually a glass container. And what I heard you're supposed to do is use just a little, oops, I think that's a little bit a lot. And then you're supposed to rub it into the skin until it becomes tacky. And the glycerin in it is supposed to help soothe the skin and help the makeup kind of stays on the face. Oh my gosh. It feels so luxurious. Like, it's smooth. It's kind of watery, but it's not like, it would work for any skin type. It would work for oily skin to dry skin. Wow. And you guys, the smell. Woo, it smells so amazing. I love the smell. It's like that manly smell, but it isn't like boom strong like Axe, where like they, you know, you get a big whiff of it. This actually feels really good. And it is a little tacky, but not like uncomfortable at all. It kind of feels like after you use a toner. So, oh, exciting. Alright, so the next product is a foundation, and this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. I was super excited to try this out because, as you already know, I am a big fan of cushions. My favorite is the Suwasu, and I love that one from Korea. So let's just see. Okay, it comes with this little pad, but today I'm gonna actually be using a foundation brush. So I got it in the color W3, so let's hope that it matches me. It has a little compartment that kind of seals the foundation inside, and then there's a cushion that helps distribute just the right amount of foundation, and that way you can carry this around instead of carrying like a bottle. Oh wow. That's a lot of product. Like I just tapped it in and I can see that there's so much product on my brush already. I feel like the sponge that is in this cushion is a lot different from the typical ones that you would see from Asia or the Lancome one. This one has, the pores are a lot bigger, so I guess it dispenses a little bit more product. All right, let's see. Wow, it's really light. Oh. The reason why I got the W color is because W is for warm, and it's more for those who have warmer undertones, like yellow undertones. The coverage is very light, in my opinion, and it's very watery. And even though this color matches me pretty well, I can see a little bit of like a white base to it. So this would probably give me a white cast. It's definitely more of a dewy finish. And it doesn't really go over dry patches very well. I have one near my nose because I was playing with my nose a little bit, trying to remove some of the whiteheads, and that causes my skin to kind of have like dry patches. I don't know, you guys. It's definitely, you can see your skin underneath. It's definitely not full coverage in my opinion. But there is definitely sunscreen or some type of oxidizing agent in here. Okay, I see it. So the fourth or fifth ingredient in this product is titanium dioxide. Now, even if a product has SPF, titanium dioxide isn't a ingredient until the end of the list. And as you know, the higher it is in the list, that there's more of the product. So I am guessing this is going to definitely break me out or clog my pores, and it will give flashback. But I can definitely see like this white cast on my face right now that I am not really liking. I don't think this foundation would be great for those who have oily skin because it's kind of already separating in some areas and it's not going over dry patches very well. I don't know. I'll just let it set and see. Okay. Alright, so the reason why I removed the concealer is because the next product that I'm going to be using is a baking product. Cuddy Airspun Loose Face Powder. I've heard so much about this, and I heard that the best one to actually like bake underneath your eyes to brighten up the area is the number 41 one, which is the translucent extra coverage. So I got this at Walmart, pretty affordable. I already went ahead and opened it earlier to kind of like save time, and there's like this little plastic that covers the holes that it dispenses the powder, and I actually cut it in half. That way it doesn't dispense too much powder at once. That way I can kind of tap at the top and get the product out that way. Alright, so since we are already using drugstore products, I'm going to use my favorite concealer. This is the Instant Age Rewind. And then I'm going to use my Real Technique, I guess kind of like a beauty blender. And I'm going to use the flatter side to kind of pounce that in. Alright, so concealer is on, and now I'm going to bake with this product. So I'm going to use the pointy side. Pick up as much product as I can, and then just tapping it in there. Oh, it smells good. Kind of smells like grandma though. So comparing this product with other ones, I really can feel that there is a lot of powder. Like you can feel it kind of tightening. And there's definitely coverage, which is pretty good. To me, I feel like that makes sense. You know, if you're already baking and you want to brighten up the area, if you use a translucent one, I find that sometimes translucent powders can make a concealer look darker when it dries. A more coverage type of baking product is probably going to give a little bit more of a brightening effect. So I'm gonna let it kind of just chill there while I finish the rest of my face. So the foundation feels still very sticky. It doesn't feel like it's really has set. So I can tell that the bronzer looks a little patchy on the skin. Now that we have the rest of the face a little bit on now, I'm gonna remove the powder and see how it did. So I like it, but I don't love it. Comparing it to my Chanel translucent powder or my Laura Mercier, it kind of looks dark. Like it could have been my concealer, but it kind of looks not as brightening. If you know what I mean. It's not as brightening as I would have wanted it. All right. Oh well, that's okay. Let's move on to the next product. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Brow Wiz. And of course, as you know, I love the Brow Wiz. And this one, I got it in the color Taupe, and that's actually the same color that I use in the Brow Wiz. So it's also a double-ended one. Looks exactly the same as the other one, but let's just see how it works. The spoolie is a little different. It's not as fluffy. It's a little bit more separated and harsh, which I feel like that could remove a little bit too much product. But let's try the... Okay, so this product, the color is pretty good. Like it's pretty dead on, and it matches me really well. But the product is super waxy. Like, it draws it on a little harsh, and it kind of feels sticky to the brows. So it isn't as like soft and powdery as the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. But it looks pretty good. I mean, to be honest, if you're not being as picky as I am, you're probably going to like it. Because it does deliver the same amount of, you know, the stroke, the size of the pencil, the color. And you might even like the wax a little bit more just because it helps kind of hold down the hair in place. Since I have a lot of brows already, I'm just filling in the sparse areas. I kind of like mine to have a little bit of a more powdery texture so that it can look a little more natural. But I can see how somebody might like this. So definitely do check this out. I think you might like it. Last few products that I got are lip products, and these are the ones that I got. I heard a lot of great things about the Milani lipsticks, and then also this one by CoverGirl. This is the CoverGirl in lipstick in 250 Sultry Sienna, and this is more of like a My Lips But Better type of lipstick. So let's swatch it. It's a little bit more of a warm coral that's running through it as well. The next color I got is pretty natural, and it's also My Lips But Better, but it's a little bit darker. But actually, swatching it next to the Sienna one, it's a lot more pink. And it's not that pretty. Like, that is too pink for me. Oh man. Alright, so the last color is number 17, Plum Rose. These smell so good. Kind of like fruity. Oh, this is pretty. This is like, it has a little bit more pink and red in it. Which color should I wear today? I think I'm gonna wear the CoverGirl color. It applies very, very smooth. Oh, I like it. And there isn't really a weird smell to it. It kind of smells a little bit like lip smackers. I dislike like Maybelline smells and everything, but whatever. It smells pretty good. Alright, so basically that is the complete look with all the things that I purchased recently. I hope that you enjoyed this type of first impression type of video that is also consists of a haul. I think sometimes it's a little bit boring just to see what they got. Like, okay, you got it, cool. And why you got it, that's also cool, but it's a little bit different when you actually get to apply it and see like, oh, was it actually that great, or oh, it's not. But still tune in to see if any of these products actually make it to my favorites video, because I am going to continue to use it to see if different types of application or longevity wise, if any of these products actually work a different way. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!